Hello everyone, this is MiniP1318, also known as Silashant, also known as OMidSS. You can call me whatever you like for the people who know me. So within this video, I want to talk about the best sensitivity to snipe on Black Ops 3, and that's a very confusing question to answer. Not a question. This is all personal opinion. You can take it or leave it, but this is just how I feel. So in the previous Call of Duties, when the sensitivity was 1 through 10, I would snipe on sensitivity 9, and I would red gun on sensitivity 6. With Black Ops 3, since there's no aim assist within the snipers, it is very hard to snipe on the higher levels. I remember on Black Ops 2, I think I was at 12 out of 14 for sensitivity while sniping, but in this game, the prime sensitivity for me personally to snipe on is 8 sensitivity. You might think, wow, that's really slow because it goes up to 14, but you have to take in consideration that there is no aim assist, and apparently it played a huge part, at least for me, sniping on the older Call of Duties, for aiming and sniping and sensitivity, because on the older Call of Duties with aim assist and the snipers, it was on 9 out of 10, so that would be for like COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, I think, I don't even remember, and Modern Warfare 3, and then the other CODs, the sensitivity just went up to like random numbers like 14. They should have just stuck to 10, would have made life a lot easier, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to make life a little bit difficult, and then they wanted to make it vertical in horizontal sensitivity, which to me, I just keep the same on each one. So personally, if you ever sniped around 9 or 10 sensitivity on the older Call of Duties, I highly suggest you try sniping on 8. That's just my personal opinion. You have to experiment. You can't just expect to pick it up. If you're a beginning sniper, I suggest maybe even going down to 6 sensitivity. And for red gunning, my personal favorite is 6 sensitivity to red gun with. That goes for any gun sniping wise. 8 sensitivity, red gun 6. That's just a basic overview of how I feel about the sensitivity in this game. And another trick that I picked up not too long ago, I probably picked it up yesterday, sniping, was I like to change the button layout. Some of you know tactical. For all you MLG pros out there, I'm not talking tactical, even though I do play in tactical, that is true. I am talking about flipping the throwing the items button, aka throwing like grenades and concussions, all that fun stuff, tomahawks. I want to switch it up with R1 instead, because originally when you get the game on Ps4, R1 and L1 is to throw the grenades, and L2 is to aim, and R2 is to shoot. I like to flip them because all you PS3 players out there, we used to be able to shoot on R1 instead of R2 back in the day, and so I'm just used to being able just to push the button quickly, not all the way down, and that also helped my sniping abilities on this game. I don't know how the Xbox people are gonna cope with it. I personally don't think you're gonna have to switch because you're used to pushing down the trigger, so you're probably fine. But personally, since I played on PS3 my whole life through all the Call of Duties, I like to switch it to R1 to shoot and L1 to aim instead of doing R2 and L2 personally, because sometimes I push it down and then I forget to click it again, and it just doesn't work as well for me. I've done better sniping recently doing to that switch. So the main tips and tricks for this video, how to pick your sensitivity for sniping, is you have to experiment. If you're new to the sniping and you want to be a little faster on the analog sticks, I say go to 6 sensitivity. If you're kind of like in the middle and you've done it for a while, I've been sniping since COD 4. I'm not the greatest at it, but I've done it quite a bit. So if you've done sniping for a decent amount of time throughout the Call of Duty history, and you sniped on a high sensitivity in the older ones, I always sniped on 9. I highly suggest going to at least 8. I've sniped between 7 and 9 and 10 maybe here and there, but it gets a little too squiggly and wildly. So I highly suggest, if you've sniped like me on 9 sensitivity in the older Call of Duties and 12 in Black Ops 2, try sniping on 8. Tell me how it is. Let me know how you feel, if it makes you feel good, if you get a lot of kills. And then for all you PS3 players out there, try switching up the button layout to R1 shooting and L1 aiming instead of R2 and L2. For me, it's helped tremendously just throughout the process of sniping so far, and every day I'm just getting better and better at it because I am coping with the fact that we don't have aim assist, so I'm taking into consideration all that stuff, and I'm practicing more on leading my shots. If you don't know what that is, Hutch made a video back in World at War, so 2008. He made a video 2009 about that, about leading your shot while sniping. I'll talk about that in another sniping video when I get a nice, more of a sniping gameplay. This is more of a little bit of everything type of gameplay. So I'm just going to talk about leading my shot in the next video. Just a little tips and tricks for sniping. So this is like episode 1, I guess, of tips and tricks for sniping. Hopefully you enjoy. This has been Mini P, Omid SS, and have a good day.